Good morning, Wednesday the 15th. I need a haircut. I can't believe how long my hair is getting. I finished up yesterday's devotion on diligence and dominion. Remember, dominion being, in the most simple layman terms, would be considered bringing order out of chaos. We talked about the story in Nehemiah about men who were not actually carpenters and stonemasons building the wall and laboring together to make sure that they fortified the structure. So they did what they could with what they had, the knowledge that they had, and they were diligent. And diligence is a key during this time. We've got to be diligent to make sure we do the things that we know are right. Now I want us to look at Solomon. I want you to look at what Solomon puts before his son as an example. And I think it's very interesting what he does here. Solomon, the wisest man on earth, he did not put before his son the example of Abraham's diligence. He did not put before his son the example of Isaac's diligence or Jacob's in their care for their animals and all of these different things. Nor did he put Moses as an example to him, being a diligent man who exercised dominion over the things that were put in his hands. He didn't even mention Joshua, who we look at as a great conqueror and a great leader in all that he did. What did he put before his son as an example of diligence in the face of preparation in a tough time? Proverbs 6, verse number 6. Go to the ant, thou sluggard. Consider her ways and be wise. He went to the little bitty ant, the one that is under our boot, and we don't even realize it many times. We don't even notice the ant. We'll walk on an ant and not know we've even walked on an ant. So go to the ant. He says, I want you to go to the ant. And he's not calling his son a sluggard. He's writing these proverbs so that his son can be instructed with these proverbs. But he's saying to the sluggard, he's saying, look at the comparison, sluggard versus ant, which having no guide, overseer, or ruler. It's as if an ant doesn't have a walkie-talkie where he can communicate with anybody. He says this ant doesn't have anybody trying to direct him. It's this built-in, as if it is a built-in character trait within this ant to be diligent and exercise dominion. Provideth her meat in the summer, and gathereth her food in the harvest. So in the summer, she's providing meat to eat, and in the harvest time, she's bringing in food and storing it. How long wilt thou sleep, O sluggard? When wilt thou arise out of thy sleep? How long are you going to not be diligent? How long are you going to not try to prepare? Yet a little sleep, a little slumber, a little folding of the hands to sleep. Just, a turnover in the morning instead of getting up when it's time to get up. So shalt thy poverty come as one that traveleth, and thy want as an armed man. Your poverty is going to come to you, he said, like a robber or somebody who is just journeying. He said, you're going to be in a situation to where you will have nothing if you don't learn to get diligent. Children, when your parents give you a job to do, don't think it's insignificant. Sometimes when you're told that your job is to always make sure the trash is out and the can is at the street on trash day, that may seem insignificant to you today, but it is teaching you a character lesson that will carry you through the rest of your life, that you will be diligent to do the small things to make sure big things don't mount up on you and cause you trouble later. We need to be faithful in these matters, because in doing so, we're going to find that the reward tomorrow is what we were really after. Today it may not seem like much. The diligence, the being intricately careful with small things today may not seem like much, but tomorrow it can make all the difference in the world. So let's be faithful. Follow Solomon's illustration here with the ant. and be diligent in a tough day.